Governors after governor have urged him to do so. We heard Governor Cuomo yesterday plead with the president, fully enact the DPA. We need masks. We need ventilators. It crosses party lines. The Republican governor of Texas did the same.
Yeah, so we'll get to the ventilators in a second. But I want to go back and ask why Donald Trump, why Jared Kushner, why somebody in this government cannot give us straight talk, straight numbers, straight information about how many masks are in production. What do they expect the states, the hospitals, the nurses, the doctors to need over the next 3 weeks when maybe up to 1 million Americans are going to be infected? Maybe it's 500,000. We don't know. Like, because these briefings are frustrating. I know a lot of people are starting, a lot of journalists are now saying, oh, we need to just stop the briefings. That's really going to be very hard to do for a lot of different reasons. Regardless of how bad the president can be at times during those briefings, Americans are also getting information. But why can't they come forward and tell us this? Have you gotten an answer from the White House? Why can't they tell us? Why can't we go to a site and see how many masks are being made, how many gloves are being made, what the need is, what the goal is, where we are, how long it will take in the process? Because all they say is, oh, 3M's making masks, we'll get some in a month. Again, talking about 500,000 masks, that's a lot of masks. But is it the 35 million masks that we're going to probably need by the end of this crisis? No, it's not even close. So have you gotten an answer as to why they continue to wallow in generalities instead of doing what any business would do, instead of doing what any leader would do, and that is have the goal, have the number in production, have the different points of contact who are making the masks? Well, why aren't they doing any of that, what any leader would do?
There is no straight answer. There are no details. The White House is still struggling to catch up to the scope and severity of this crisis. They're playing catch-up.
Okay, so let me ask you this. And I'm dead serious here. I think they are. I think they're struggling to catch up. But I'm having to tell people every day who think that this president is intentionally dragging his feet by not using all the powers that he can use, that somehow he's still not taking this seriously enough. Like, he talks about giving cruise lines that aren't even based in America because they want to dodge taxes. He keeps talking about giving cruise lines tax dollars. He keeps talking about all of these bizarre. That's just him. Yes. He's unfit temperamentally to be president. I get it. But the question is he trying his best? What do I tell people when they keep saying he's still not taking it seriously and he's still just not doing what is required to save millions of Americans' lives?
Jonathan, would invoking the Defense Production Act increase speed and focus on getting these products to the people?
It absolutely would, and governors and mayors across the nation are asking him to do so. There is a suggestion by some that he is not wanting to fully lean into this because he wants to be able to point the finger elsewhere if the efforts fail. If he doesn't fully enact it, we see him repeatedly sort of shift the onus to the states to come up with these items that they need. We also know this. Part of what's hampering this issue, Joe, part of why there aren't the details, partially why the administration hasn't been able to level with the American public, is that his advisors are sometimes afraid to level with him. Because the president is looking through this still with rosy glasses, still believing this will be over sooner than later, still dismissing some of the science and health experts. And there's sometimes in meetings, according to our reporting, when aides come to him and suggest, like, hey, this is dire, we're trying to present to you a realistic sense of how long this can take and how bad it will get, he doesn't want to hear it. He is someone who his whole life has sort of asserted his own sense of reality. He creates his own truth. That doesn't work in this situation. It may have worked with Page 6 and some of the gossip pages. It even worked to a degree during the campaign. It is not going to work here. That is what alarms so many people in Washington and across the nation. And I'll just point to his tweet late last night. He tweeted, "We cannot let the cure be worse than the problem itself. At the end of the 15-day period, we'll make a decision as to which way we'll go, which lines up with what we're starting to hear around him is the belief that he feels that these draconian measures to restrict the economy may do more harm than good, even though that flies in the face of the health experts. And he's going to be looking to push to a return to a normal society far sooner than any health expert or doctor would want.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.